Hi, this is Ken Mahar. I am the founder of Email Broadcast. I wanted to answer a question today that is fairly common. Should I buy an email marketing list?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So I want to go through this with a framework that I often use to make a decision. And let's look at what is the upside of this decision and what are the potential downsides. And hopefully it'll be clear at the end what the answer is. So what's the upside? I guess it's possible that someone has built an email list of people that are just dying to hear from you. And they're willing to sell it to you. And I guess if the list is big enough, you might even get a couple of customers. So let's pretend for a moment that that's true.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Or at least that's your upside. So now let's look at the downside. Number one, you're probably breaking the law. The CanSpam Act of 2003 is pretty specific, and it says that sending unsolicited commercial email messages is against the law. And the penalties are fairly substantial.
$1 million.
In fact, they say they're up to $41,484 per email sent. So that's a pretty significant penalty to worry about. Now, I understand that some lawyers have helped side skirt this issue by in fine print and an end user license agreement when you signed up for something, or in the back of the ticket when you went to go register to win a bicycle at your gym that says that you're basically giving away your rights to this company and their affiliates. And that means anybody that they can sell the list to. And I also understand that federal prosecution for spam is actually pretty abysmal. So the chances of them knocking your door down and putting you in handcuffs is pretty low. But at $41,000 fine per email, it's a significant risk, I think. Number two, it's also expressly forbidden by every email marketing platform. And so what happens is you'll put your list on there, you'll send it out, and you'll immediately get shut down.
Shut it down.
You might be like, well, how are they going to know? Here's how they know. Spam complaints across the internet are about 1 out of 5,000, okay, on average. If you get even 0.5% of the people you send your message to complaining of spam, and that's what it is, you're sending unsolicited commercial messages to people you have no relationship with, that's going to be about 25 people out of 5,000. So when the ESPs see the rate go from 1 out of 5,000 to 25 out of 5,000, they go, whoa, something's wrong, this guy's a spammer, and they shut you down until you can convince them otherwise, which you'll have a hard time doing. So your email marketing platform will get shut down. Now, some people are like, well, why don't I just send it out from my own servers? I'll just put like a script together and I'll have it, mail out tens of thousands of people from my own servers.
Not a great plan.
Almost even a bigger problem. Here's what happens then. The ESPs and the ISPs, the email service providers, internet service providers, they have a feedback loop. And what will happen is when they see the high spam complaints from your messages, which will happen, they will shut down your IP address. They'll basically blacklist it. They'll send it out to everybody else on the internet that says, don't trust any mail coming from this particular IP address. And what will happen is you'll end up being blocked from sending even legitimate email, like an email to your mom will end up in spam. So that's not good. That'll be a big problem, and you'll spend days trying to fix that one. So the third downside is you're harming your brand, right? When you break that permission barrier by invading people's inbox with a message that's unsolicited, even if there's some appeal to it to the person, they're going to be like, I don't know who this person is, and I'm certainly not going to reward them with. Think about your own inbox and how you consider messages that come in. Very few people are like, oh yeah, I'm wide open to that. Let me just click on this link of this person and I have no idea who they are. So it doesn't help your brand at all. And your reputation's being harmed. And I think at best it means that you look a little desperate.
Why, did you think I sounded desperate?
And probably the biggest downside is that it doesn't work, right? Which internet guru are you listening to that says you should buy an email list? Is Neil Patel or Gary Vaynerchuk or Seth Godin saying, hey, go buy an email list and, send out your message that way. Nobody recommends that. So it just doesn't work. It's not a common practice that works. So you're just ending up wasting your time and you're wasting your money. So that's not good. So let's review. Potential upside, you might get a couple customers. Potential downside, you might get arrested. You might get fined millions of dollars. You'll have your email marketing platform turned off. You'll be harming your brand, and it probably isn't going to work. So I think it's pretty clear when you look at the upside and the downside of buying an email list that we don't recommend it. Sorry for the bad news. Now, if you're thinking, well, crap, how am I gonna build my email list quickly? There's hope, right? We have a bunch of suggestions for that. In fact, we wrote a blog post. I guarantee that a couple of these ideas are ones that you haven't considered. We'll put the link down below here so you can click on it. And there's a better way to build your list. And it's much better to have a list that's even a smaller list of people that actually want to be on your list, that want to be contacted by you, than having some fake list of millions of people that nobody cares about you.
He's a fake! He's a fake!
So hope that helps. Again, this is Ken Mahar, founder of Email Broadcast. We've been doing full service email marketing since 2000. So if you have any questions, we're happy to try to answer them. You can find us at emailbroadcast.com. And thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.